In our second episode of Spinnovation Summit 2019, we're going to feature our exciting discussion with Mr. Alex Haberl, Regulatory Development Manager at GamingLabs. Alex is an industry veteran working more than 20 years in the various gambling holdings, and most recently applying his vast expertise to the world's leading certification, legal, and testing company, GamingLabs. We have covered important questions such as, are we actually in the right time for innovations? What does it take for both young and established gaming studio to properly innovate? Innovations are valid only for millennials and Generation Z or no? Pay special attention on how Alex reflects the development of iGaming technologies together with the development of digitalization back from 2000 till nowadays. Make sure you correctly spot important milestones. This can give you a fresh look on how companies and why companies approach implementing innovations as they do today. Episode number 2 of Spinnovation Summit with Alex Haberl starts right now.
Alex, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for the invitation.
As a super experienced guy, as someone who works in the industry for more than 20 years, I believe. Of course, it's a big pleasure for us to get the insights from you. As far as I understand, you started your career back in the days in Novomatic.
Yes, back in the early days. Yeah, some call it super experienced, I just call it I'm old.
Yeah. How was the... It was 1999, as far as I understand.
This was in year 2000, or actually a time where the gaming industry, from technical perspective, still was regulated in the way that you had EEPROM based products, dating back to the 80s, 90s, last century. And when I was starting in the R&D in the industry, there was the goal or the target was to bring PC-based technology, server-based technology into the gaming industry. And as I remember, I was first confronted with the GLI standards. This was version 1.3, and it was still not possible to use our PC technology, for example. Yep.
Mm-hmm. If we take a look at year 2000,
yep,
and if we take a look at 2019, where we are right now, that was quite an amazing run when it comes to the technological boom.
Absolutely, yeah.
How, back in the days, was there any sort of innovation when it comes to a classical game of slot? As far as we understand, that time, internet was not even that big.
Yeah.
And majority of the players, they were playing just an offline gambling and offline slot machines. That time, what was the intent and what were the challenges for the upcoming years to implement, and what were the main ideas of where the whole thing is gonna go?
Good question. I would say there are two components. First, game design. The other thing, the technology and the platforms themselves. So, from platform perspective, it was not easy to convince regulators and also gaming labs to use a new technology. So our PC-based technology, storage media was different. So we were experimenting with flash devices, and it was not easy to keep in existing requirements based on old technology. And it was a long way to convince our regulators that actually the old times are over. And in respect to game design, we were used to have bitmap-based games. Yeah, so we were the first one who challenged also the game design teams with OpenGale technology or with 3D animation.